Hey everybody, welcome to another unboxing video. This time we've got the Ericsson Cradlepoint S400. There are two different variations to this device. We've got the 400 and the 450. 400 has Wi-Fi, 450 does not. So that is a delineation between the two. So this is a very small LTE router for zero trust IoT connectivity, but it can also be used for in-car backup failover in your small office, or even possibly primary for your small office. So let's dig into it. So this is the Ericsson S400 4G LTE Cat6 modem. And first impressions, definitely a small router. So awesome form factor. Opening up the box further, we've got all of the antennas. So this comes with 3 antennas, the AC power adapter, a little tool for a SIM card to pop those SIM trays out. Let's take a closer look at the S400. So a few things that stand out to me, of course, I already mentioned the form factor. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Mounting capabilities, right? So you've got the ears here to be able to mount it anywhere you want, whether it's a NEMA enclosure, whether it's to a wall or a ceiling. They do have an additional ceiling mount that makes it a little more flush and makes it look a little better. So that's available. And then if you look at the actual SMA ports on the side here, of course you got one for Wi-Fi, you got 2 for cellular connections. The cellular connection is going to be for the Cat6 LTE 4G modem, theoretical speeds up to 300 megabits per second. So that gives you a lot better throughput, as well as carrier aggregations, and some of the lower category modems, like a category 4 modem that just doesn't have the carrier aggregation. You just don't see the bump in performance like you do or would on this device, as well as the network operator certification. So you've got Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile certified on this device. So you can use either of those carriers or a combination if you're wanting to do any kind of failover, backup or failover options with that. And then of course you've got the SMA connector in the middle, which is going to be your Wi-Fi. So single radio, dual band, non-concurrent operation. So it's got 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, 1x1 SISO, 802.11 AC. So pretty quick Wi-Fi capabilities. Like again, I said, one antenna port for that. Excuse me. And then you look over to the other end of the device, and you've got your Ethernet port, USB power adapter, reset, and then the status notification. So it lights up. It's an LED, lights up different colors depending on if it's connected or drop service, etc. So Ethernet connection, just to call out a couple things on this. Yes, there is only one Ethernet connector. So a couple things with that. One, this is a 1 gigabit Ethernet connector. You can't switch it between WAN or LAN. So within NetCloud, you can set it as WAN or you can set it as LAN depending on your configuration specs and requirements. If you do require additional Ethernet ports, it is not the end of the world, by no means. On the side, you have a field upgradable expansion bay beneath these 2 screws here. And there's a few different options that you can get for this, which one of those cards, expansion bay cards that you can purchase for it additionally, would give you 2 more Ethernet connectors. Another option would be a GPIO, and then another option would be a serial port, which is the RS-232. So whatever needs you have, it's probably got the avenue to get you there, which is pretty cool. So 2 different SIM card slots. So you get your primary and your secondary, or SIM 1, SIM 2. Like again, previously stated, you can use it as a backup failover option. So literally you could set this as WAN, plug that directly into your connection that you currently have. You can plug that directly into there. Your firewall can check to see if primary goes down. Then you can set your firewall up to then fail over to this device, which would then go to the SIM card slot 1, for instance. Or, of course, this device can and will be able to be programmed to do that or configured to do that through NetCloud Manager, which we can also help with that heavy lifting as well. Then you have a SIM card slot 2. So remember, one single modem, those can't work at the exact same time, but they're great for failover. So you could have one SIM card of your carrier of choice as SIM card slot 1, the other one for SIM card slot 2. And yes, we do have a white label SIM card that we do sell here at Connectus that is a multi-carrier SIM. So even if you had your primary in here and that fails for any reason, natural disaster, fiber cuts, whatever, then it can fail over to our white label SIM card that's multi-carrier. So it would choose the next best carrier that's available to be able to switch over to it. So you then have multi-carrier support. You can do the same thing if you wanted to put our white label SIM card in your primary, or your SIM card slot 1, use that as failover, and then of course have that as WAN going to your firewall or your primary internet source, right? So a lot of different options with this S400. Really love the form factor. I really love the capabilities that it has and how versatile that it is as well. And I'm sure you do as well. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.